Hello and welcome to Zolf Talks. Today, as part of the branding series, we're looking at how to set up multiple social media profiles for success. So, I'm going to basically break down what I've got and I'm looking to rejig it. So, this will be a good bit to kind of bring you in and show you what I'm doing. So, if we start with the YouTube channel, call it YT. It's not going to be great drawing. So that's my YouTube channel there. And I'll do the top profiles that I like to use. If I quickly look at my social media folder, so I have a social folder. You can see the main used sites. So you'll see I've got YouTube, LinkedIn. Depending on the type of content you make, you may have LinkedIn, you may not. I'm going to include my LinkedIn. So we've got one, we've got two. Sometimes it helps to just put it down on paper so you can actually see the flow and what you're trying to do. So along my list there, I've got Instagram. So that's kind of more or less the order I check them in. So if I put and testing my drawing capabilities here, so make that number 3, and then Twitter. Can I draw the bird? It's going to be the question. I've opened it. Okay, Twitter is normally along the lines of something like it's not bad, not a bad attempt. Okay, not a bad attempt. So that's 4 sites. Now, I have Reddit on mine. I think Reddit should be higher up, to be honest, because the amount of support you get from Reddit is great. But in terms of social media posting and sharing, I'm not going to include it as part of the one to post to. So I'm talking more about how to set up multiple social media platforms and keep regular stuff on them. I've got WordPress, which is my blog. So possibly, would I put WordPress on there? Let me see. I've got Facebook on there as well, and Pinterest. Pinterest will be a good one for me because we do photography related things. But let's stick to the 4 main ones there and see what we can do. Okay, so ideally, let's see what we post on each of these. So on my YouTube channel, can I get some color on this? Shall we get a bit fancy with this? Let me get my little microphone case that I use as a pencil case. Microphone case that I use as a pencil case. That kind of rhymes, doesn't it? One sec, won't be long. Let me just grab some color so we can make it a bit more interesting and you can see it better. Because what you will find is when I'm doing it, it might not show up. So if we do, you can't see the red, can you? Alright, because I'm using the cheapo webcam to do this with, not my DSLR, because I'm just thinking and just doing it at the same time. Okay, so in YouTube we'll be posting videos, as well as that video will have a thumbnail. So if I put image, which would be the thumbnail image, that we go to quite a bit of effort to make sure it's a nice clickable thumbnail. So this is part of managing multiple social media platforms. We want to see what goes in each and then where we can cross over. This is more like thinking behind the scenes, as it were. So videos and image goes on YouTube. What else would be a good? We also, it's probably 2 main things: the video itself and the image. The video will be long form, so I'll put LF for long form. Image, thumbnail, that's fine. LinkedIn. Here we'd want things like articles, image, good. Okay, I missed off here. So in YouTube, actually, as part of the description, you can have up to 3,000 characters, I think. So that kind of ties in with articles. So there and there. image and description can become article, image can become image in LinkedIn. So you're basically using the same content in two social platforms. My handwriting is terrible, I'm sorry. Okay, Instagram, image 100%, which is here. So 1, 2, 3 places we can use an image. So we need to keep in mind when we're taking the picture that that image can be used in LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. So, and actually it transfers over to Twitter as well. So image is a good one. So make sure you have an image which is translatable to all those social media platforms. So we'll put a big star on image to keep a profile overview look on that. Okay. That you can probably see there now. I should have set up a better camera. I'm just basically putting it on a box here. So yes. Apart from that, in LinkedIn, the article, you know what, WordPress, the blog I've got, because I've got a blog as well, which is a website and a blog. So if I go back to social, WordPress, let's put the big W here. Something like that, isn't it? So that's actually number 5. I've brought that in. So in theory, image article can be used in WordPress as well. Image article. So provided we always make a nice descriptive, well, I'm sticking to my YouTube because that's my main place where I'm putting stuff up. Whatever I put on YouTube needs to have a good image, it needs to have a good description, which can be used as an article in LinkedIn. It can be used as an article in WordPress, and possibly a couple of the lines could be used in the Instagram post as well, or even the article itself, because you can put quite a lot of descriptive information in it. And Twitter is the long form factor, so you can actually put it there, but you want to keep that concise possibly. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sites. I'll call them social sites. Can make use of all of those. Number 1, image needs to be a strong image which keeps in its mind when you're making a YouTube thumbnail, possibly the words you include on it, because you might put words on there to make a thumbnail, which I could probably show you. But okay, image and article, that's your main source. If you make a YouTube video, a good thumbnail, and you write a descriptive article to go with it, you can use that in 5 other sites. How? Well, this is the fun bit. So if you're familiar with if this then that, if this then that, that's what I've been using for a while. If I show you what it looks like, it's in my admin folder. So if this then that, what it basically does is, actually I've got Facebook here which I don't have here. 6 sites. Facebook is a good one. So if I put because Facebook is more or less, so 6 social media sites. I've got loads more actually. I do also do Flickr. So if I explain it to you, when I make a video on YouTube, that video gets posted, automatically share new videos to Facebook page and Twitter. But when that shares it, it shares it as a link. So I don't want a link necessarily. I want the image itself posted on the other site, so it's a standalone image. Ideally what you want to do is, having posted anything here, I want to keep my YouTubers on YouTube, I want to keep my LinkedIn friends or colleagues on LinkedIn, Instagram I want to keep them on Instagram, the sites don't like it when you transfer people from one to the other. So if I went into LinkedIn, put a link to my YouTube channel saying, oh, I've got a new video, have a look at it, it won't do as well as if I post that video on LinkedIn and let the people there see it. So think of it as communities. LinkedIn people will want to stay on LinkedIn. Why would LinkedIn want to go to YouTube if that's their preferred network that they do most of their stuff on? So that's something to keep in mind for that type of, well, work. So that gives you an idea of how to handle social media sites. And the best bit of the if this then that is when you post on YouTube, it providing you link all your other social sites on it, you can post once and that post will automatically go on LinkedIn, it'll go on Insta, it'll go on Twitter, it'll go on WordPress as a blog. And what I'll do is, as part of this series, I'll show you this. So this is probably the first episode where we talk about it, but I'll show you how I do that and the testing behind it, because sometimes the apps that are on if this then that won't actually do exactly what you want, so you have to find the right one where it posts the image on the other site as opposed to a link to the image which is back to the old social site. So my YouTube channel should be used as an image and a description being posted to articles with images on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, WordPress, and even Facebook, to be honest. Which means I have one piece of content I've made in YouTube, which has filtered down to the additional sites. So this was a pencil, it wasn't great, but I'm hoping that makes perfect sense. So let's have a quick look at this. YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. So sometimes it's worth getting your thoughts down on paper so you know where you're going with stuff. This is the first part of how to set up multiple social media profiles for success. And I'll take you on to the next video where we'll discuss actually setting it up.